I'm Vinod Jain, a practicing chartered accountant. I live in Vasant Vihar. Aarshi Ji, actually, one of our friend who is a fairly large builder and of course a very dear friend of ours, he only suggested us that when we were looking for a match for our daughter and son, that time we contacted based on that reference. And I was very happy that I think that reference came to us, because this relationship with Aarshi Matrimonial helped us significantly. देखिए आरशी जी के विषय में खास तौर पे of course their staff and their other people are very good, their follow-up is very good, and whatever you ask them. But I think most important person in this whole thing is Aarshi herself, Madam Aarshi Jain. She understands this business very well. And in fact, understanding people, understanding their requirement, and trying to counsel them in the right direction is her biggest ability. Possibly, of course, she is doing it as a business, but I think she is doing it highly professionally, very cooperative, very clear, and nothing negative I can talk about her actually. I think the only advice I like to give to the parents is that they should be completely, transparent, truthful, and of course careful of what they are doing with their own child. I think first of all, please do not pamper your child too much, whether it is a boy or a girl. I think you should tell them the realities of a married life and the manner in which the husband and wife have to live together and tolerate each other. The tolerance is something which you need to definitely educate your children, and whatever may be your background which you're coming from. Secondly, about the eating habits, about the cultural requirements, about desire to, roam around, or the responsibility which the girl child is going to take in the house, or which the boy child is going to take in the house. All this should be conceptually debated internally and should be clearly, very clearly conveyed to, of course, Aarshi Ji. And most importantly, they have to be conveyed very, very clearly to the other side. Whether it is a boy on the other side, whether it is a girl on the other side, whatever you don't want it to happen in future, be clear. You need not be rude, but you have to be very, very clear. Be truthful is the concept. I think one more aspect which I want to highlight is about how one should, that's based on my experience, and I will suggest, even as a chartered accountant and as a lawyer, we don't give too many options to the client, because we exercise our own judgment as to what is best for him. I think you can rely on Aarshi Ji about this very well. Of course, initially, once you actually meet her, explain her what is your requirement, what do you really want. And once she has understood, normally they will offer you only the biodatas which actually are suitable to you. Not like this, that out of 10, 8 biodatas have to be rejected and only 2 biodatas you want to pursue. I don't think Aarshi Matrimonial is the right place for that, because that could be a style of several other matrimonial agencies. So when you get cluttered with too many biodatas, it makes your life miserable, very, very difficult, because when you compare 1 and 2, it becomes difficult to choose actually. So 2-3 में choose करना फिर भी शायद possible है, इससे ज़्यादा में choose करना possible नहीं है. I would only suggest go one by one, look into one, examine it, meet the people. Biodata is not everything. It is ultimately after you meet, you will find a completely different person or different background of the family as compared to the way it is written. Today, biodata are drafted and crafted with a different style. And there also I like to say that be as truthful in your biodata as is possible. But sometimes you don't want to say a few things in writing on your biodata. Disclose them to the Aarshi Matrimonial. And of course, in much more elaborately, please talk to each other when parent meeting happens. I think I can only say this based on my last 10 years relationship with Aarshi Matrimonial. Of course, my children are married long ago, but still, we are in touch with Aarshi Matrimonial, not for any reason, but because the warmth, the quality of service, and you can say the relationship which we have built over this period. And it is primarily relationship which matters most in a marriage relationship. So when your intermediary or you can say marriage advisor feels that yes, it is important for her to have a relationship with you on a ongoing basis, if that is her need or requirement or that is her style, I think you are in safe hands.